What is up, you guys? Born to Grind here, coming at you with some group Ironman content. Now, if you don't know, which you probably should, group Ironman dropped October 6th, and I happen to find a full group. I am sitting here waiting for the rest of my team members. Some of them do have real life jobs and they can't no life or sweat like me. So we didn't get started till about 8 p.m. on the 6th, which is perfectly fine. It is what it is. Coming up at the front is me. Second, we have Lore. Third is Cube. Fourth person is Bob. And the only one you can't see right here is Arcane because he's still on the node. And we're gonna bond this bad boy up and start on getting level 5 thieving. And we got level 5 thieving, no problem. Lore did request for me to make us some red berry pies for a quest. So yeah, we need to get us some flour and some pots and get on that. Of course, nothing can be too easy though, even though we're just starting out. Red berry pies have a cooking level of 10, so we're gonna get some shrimpies and cook them up. Burn rate is pretty high, but it'll get the job done. Also, I didn't forget to grab flour, egg, and milk for the cook's assistant quest because I want to use that dude's stove. 10% less burn chance? Hell yeah, give it. Anyways, I end up burning quite a few of the pies, but I still ended up with 5 of them, 1 for each of us. As a skiller, I'm not sure if I could even do that quest, but we gotta have all our bases covered, so pies for everybody, yay! Put those pies in the storage along with all of my combat gear that I started out with. We got a few gems, couple law runes, some logs. Ooh, a diamond in there too, hell yeah. It's not much to start out with, and the bank only has 80 slots, but you know what? We're gonna make this work. Now we're doing the rune mystery quest so that I will be able to be teleported to the rune essence mine because Lore has nominated themselves as both our team rune crafter and our team player house builder construction person thing. So they're going to need a ton of planks. They're going to need even more rune essence. So the earlier I can get this unlocked, the better. Cube also decided to be a skiller as well. So I'm going to have a hand in getting those planks and essences. Lore has been grinding the shit out of some agility. Bob has been grinding the shit out of a ton of stuff. Not quite sure what he's doing, but I know he's been very busy. And Arcane's been doing a good bit of stuff too. Again, not quite sure. We haven't been using voice chat or anything to talk to each other, just simple text chat. But everybody's been online a lot. It's looking really good. We're making some good progress. Checking the rankings, we actually haven't really dropped below 5K, which I'm more than happy with considering how many people are playing Group Ironman. It's a ton. I am going to be focusing next on woodcutting and fire making so I can get my ass into Wintertodt ASAP and try to get us a tome of fire and some pages. Since there's a handy dandy minigame teleport to Castle Wars, that is what I did. I brought a steel axe and a knife with me, and I chopped down a shit ton of these achy trees, cause you need the arrows for the big Chompy Hunter quest thing. Anyways, saved some of those. All right, you guys, day 2 is underway here. First thing I decided to do was steal some silk and then sell it back for a little bit of cash because I felt like it was necessary. Everybody needs a little cash stack. Come on now. I will say though that day 2 was a very good day for a reason that I would not have thought of. I got 5 genies today. I got back to back to back, and then a random event, and then another back to back. And I wasn't too sure if I wanted to dump them into agility or into hunter, so I did a little bit of both. Probably not the best idea or the most efficient, but you know what? It is what it is. Here was my second genie for the day. Holy shit, I can't believe my RNG was this good. I tell you what, this has never happened before, and the only thing I can boil it down to is fresh Ironman luck. Like, Jagex must have just been like, damn, this girl ain't never been an Ironman before. Let's give her the A+ experience, shall we? And then bam, I got genies. We are on to the third genie now. Goodness. Again, into Hunter or Agi. No big deal. And now our fourth genie. I just could not believe it. I had to say something in chat because I honestly could not believe it. Wasn't trying to be like, oh, look what I got. But holy shit, dude. I've never got 4 genies in like a week. Period. Let alone this 5th one that I'm about to get right here. Caught me completely by surprise. I could not think my luck could get any better, but it did. I got this final genie here as I was chopping teaks with a variety of other group Ironman, just chit-chatting away, and I managed to finally get that 50 fire making so that I can go into Wintertodt. Super big for me. One good thing of me being a skiller though is my HP is still at 10, so it's not going to hit hard at all. I can just eat cakes through the whole thing and be a fat kid, and you know what? Nobody can say anything to me about it. And now that I can do Todd anytime I want to, granting I have to run there, I decided to go to Hosidius because as a skiller and for my group, I told them I wanted to 99 cooking and probably fishing too in the process. So I need that Hosidius favor so that I can use the kitchen. Got a few crafting levels, a few farming levels from pushing the plow. And yeah, that really shot us up on the high scores because it was super short, super quick levels compared to the 50 fire making that I went after. Coming up on the tail end of day 2 now. It's getting pretty late. I'm having trouble holding my eyes open actually. So I'm going to call it for now. Total level of 240, not too bad. I'm probably going to be stealing some fruit from the Hosidius fruit stalls tomorrow, as well as getting my ass into Wintertodt. Now, I plan on doing at least 100 kc of Wintertodt just to have a good chance at... Really, I want a Tome of Fire. I need Pyromancer's clothes, but I would accept a Dragon Axe. Logging into day 3 on the group Ironman account. This footage is day 3 and 4 combined. I started out stealing some fruit from the Hosidius fruit stalls. I go in the house. I don't fuck with them dogs. Especially not as a skiller. Hell no. Getting all this fruit early on though is pretty productive. The fruit tops are for botanical pies. The strange fruit and papayas are for run energy since we don't have stamina pots yet. The pineapples are going to be for pizzas. The limes are for quest, I think. Lemons, I don't know why I have those, just in case. Baskets of bananas are nice. Baskets of strawberries can heal good. And the green apple baskets are for farming, to pay the farmer to watch your crops. It's not much, but it's honest work. And here is some of the loot from Wintertodt that I got. I got a little bored of just sitting here thieving fruit, so I went and did about 41 kc of that. I would get about 5 crates and then just open them up. I'm probably going to just collect a bunch of Wintertodt crates after I get all of the warm clothes that I needed. Yeah. All of the teammates are pretty much just doing their own thing, grinding out some of these easy levels in the super fast quests. But I had one thing on my mind, and that's how we're going to get our house. So I went ahead and started chopping a shit ton of oak logs because you don't need that many regular planks compared to oak planks. Pretty much we have the regular planks covered by picking them up off the ground near the fishing trawler minigame. There are 2 spawns there if you didn't know. Didn't really pay attention to it before, but I just noticed bank value 376k. Thank you, Wintertodt. I'll take that. And that about wraps it up for day 3. Day 4 starting out pretty strong. I happened to realize that I was probably the person on my team with the least amount of quests done, so I went ahead, logged on, knocked out sheep shear, knocked out X marks the spot, and that adds a couple more quest points. And that's just a couple less things I have to do later. I mean, why not? They're easy, simple. Made our way to Port Sarim so we can go to the fishing shop and buy a few packs of feathers, because the one in Catherby only sells fishing bait, FYI. PSA. Decided to fish for some raw trout and salmon up here in Catherby at this lake that looks like a ball sack, because the bank is so much closer than fishing, say, at Barbarian Village and going to bank in Varrock. But that's not to say Barbarian Village is a bad fishing spot, because after I grab enough trout and salmon for the bank, that's where I go next, because I just catch them, cook them, and eat them, because I don't need them. All the teammates are still doing pretty good though. Lore is, I believe, grinding out a ton of agility. Arcane, I think, is crafting and mining. Skill is probably doing some Wintertodt or some Tempoross, and Bob is going to be our potions guy, I believe. He's doing his own thing right now. Since my mining was a little bit on the low side compared to everything else, I mined some clay and some iron and tin, but look at the way this fucking mugger is just staring me the fuck down. Like, dude, are you gonna fucking come at me, bro? Are you gonna do something, or are you just gonna stand there all day and look at my sweet ass? Like, I feel it burning. I know you're there. What the fuck is your problem? So the reason I need so much clay, by the way, isn't for telly tabs, because those are just out of our reach right now. Pie dishes. I am going to literally drown my teammates in pies if I can, because there's pies that raise your fishing level, there's pies that raise your herb lore level, there's pies that raise, all kinds of different stats. I want my team to be the best equipped that they can, and without me being able to PVM and I'm just being a skiller, I gotta provide for my homies. Also, wanted to show, if you choose the mystery box, you're not always going to get a cabbage or a bucket. Sometimes you can just be lucky like me and get a diamond. Into shared, that is probably going to end up going. But for now, we're just going to hold on to it so I can have a big bank value. And it's coming up on the end of day 4 now. I'm getting pretty kind of tired. I'm just looking at the map here to figure out what my next plan should be. I end up just, hopping on over from Lumbridge to Draenor to shoot the ending clip of my bank for the day, just to keep you guys on the up and up with what is happening with me and my team. Not too much has changed though. And I bet you're wondering why I have 240 something strange fruit in my bank when they're not in group storage. Unfortunately, I believe on day 2 or day 3, group storage was actually disabled by Jagex. The only person that could get into the storage at the time was the group leader, so at least somebody could pull things out. But it was still a pain in the ass, not gonna lie. And I ended the night just, my thieving's pretty good, so I just thieved some seeds because nobody's really started farming yet, and we're gonna need some. Day 5 of Group Ironman, starting out with a bang. I got a dunce event, so I got a book of knowledge, just dumped that right into Hunter. And we thieved a few more seeds because, we're already here. Why not? We don't have any teleports, So if we want to come back here, we gotta home telly to Lumbee and run all the way over, and who the fuck wants to do that, right? Now, I went up here to do some Wintertodt because I'm still trying to get my full pyro set, and I did want to grab a clip of this. You see how freaking busy and how packed and how laggy this is? If you use RuneLight, you should be using the Entity Hider plugin. All you want to do is toggle it on, hide others 2D, which would be their text. Bingo, bango, bongo, it's almost like you're doing a solo Todd. Remember a few minutes ago when I said, oh, let me thieve these seeds from these farmers because we're going to need some? My time has come. I'm here in Draenor. Skill/cube, we're going to need potions eventually, and Bob being our potions guy, we need to give him some herbs. How are we going to give him some herbs if we don't grow any herbs? So I'm going to trade cube all my herb seeds so we can get some herbs for Bob. That was a lot. I know. I'm sorry. Love to help my team out any way that I can because a gain for one is a gain for everybody. And we're going to need a lot of herbs. Not even joking. Now, all my teammates know that I do have a YouTube channel, so I did, before we even made the group, ask them if it was okay to include clips of them, and they were fine with it. So, yay! Hi guys, if you're watching this, I'm having so much fun. But yeah, since you're seeing this trade, group storage is still busted. But you know what? It doesn't even matter. We're making it work. So, you remember how I said I have abnormally really good RNG? Watch this shit. It blew my mind. Out of these 5 crates, I got 2 pieces of warm clothing out of 1 crate and an extra pair of gloves out of the last one. Can you say holy shit, full set? I know I can. So now let's slap these bad boys on. I have the full Pyromancer's clothing set minus the Bruma torch. I really want to get a Tome of Fire for my team. I do have a few burnt pages though to put towards the one that we do have that Skill got, Skill/Cube. He goes by something different in Discord, that's why I keep calling him Cube. But yeah. Even if I don't, it's not going to be the end of the world, but I am definitely doing this to 100 KC. And I have the full set now, so I'm just going to save all my Todd crates. And we're going to have one great, big, happy opening. But, can we just forget this whole part of me trading my extra pair of gloves in for a fucking crate instead of burnt pages? Oh my god. I'm never doing that again. Worst trade deal ever. All in all, it took 46 Wintertodt kills to get the full set. But let's end day 5 off on a good note and do this opening because I've got so many crates saved up. Exactly 100 KC. And we ended up with 34 crates to open, not too bad. These crates do vary from 500 points to, I believe, 7,500 points. I did, since I had a full set of Pyro, go off on one of the other random non-Wintertodt worlds, and I found a few people just trying to rack up points, so that's what I did too. Of course, I didn't crash them though. I was like, hey guys, do you mind if I join you too? I'm not gonna fuck it up, I promise. And they were like, yeah, sure, as long as you don't fuck it up for us, and everything was easy peasy. We're getting a ton of good materials though. It doesn't matter if it's logs, herbs, seeds, fish. Almost anything that you can get from Todd is something that an Ironman's gonna fucking need. So it's really easy to see why this is the place that most Ironman typically flock and or rush to in the beginning stages of their accounts. I can't blame them. I can't. You guys have seen my bank value. I can't explain it. It's just a good idea. You're not dumb if you don't, but I mean, if you do, it's like, hell yeah. Still have quite a few crates to go through. We are almost halfway there, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I kind of hope that I don't get a pet on this one, because I would like it on my main, but you know, whatever happens, happens. You can't predict the RNG, but you know what you can't predict? Oh my god! Me getting a fucking dragon axe! Hell yeah! I got a dragon axe and I'm claiming it. It is mine. I think I have the highest wood cutting anyways, so it is mine. Sorry, you guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so happy with that. That makes me happier than the other day when I got those 5 genies. It just sucks that I can't use it yet, and it sucks that I'm a skiller too, man. I can't even equip it, but you know, it is what it is. It's okay. But now that I have the dragon axe, I am probably going to rush the woodcutting guild because that opens up at 60. I can use the dragon axe at 61. And when I get the woodcutting guild unlocked, I have a shorter run distance to make planks for lore so that they can get our POH up. It's all coming together. Even in just the first week, just the first few days, we're making good progress. We're making big gains. I love it. Well, I'll say we didn't get no fire tome, and we didn't get no pet either. But that's okay. We did end up with an extra piece of garb though, which oddly enough, I'm not going to trade in for another crate. I'm going to take the pages. I'm not dumb. So far, Group Ironman has been a ton of fun for me. We are just wrapping up day 5 now. It's probably pretty late. Got the dragon axe. Our bank value is almost 1.5 mil. Just going to give you a deep dive here. It's probably pretty unorganized considering that I opened all those crates. But I did get magic logs though, which is something really good from Todd for Ironman, because if you don't get them from Todd, then you have to chop them yourself or get them from a mob drop, you know. But who wants to do that, right? We're playing a skilling account. But yeah. One tip I will say is it is very helpful if most of your group members are along the same time zone as you. Like, I'm in East Coast USA. It would probably suck if I had a member from Australia. Not saying that they would suck, just the time zone and difference would probably mean we wouldn't be online very often together. And with group storage down, yeah. Don't know when it's coming back up. Hopefully any day now. I'm sure Jagex is working on it. But yeah, we are doing good. Doing great. Getting into day 6 now, and I have decided to go for 100% host city's favor. Now, I did be lazy and use the plows instead of from just 5% to 15%. And now I'm going to mine not only enough saltpeter for myself to get to 45, but for cube/skill to get to 45 as well. And then I'm going to do something I haven't done on my main, which would be the mess hall mini game to get to 100%. Hopefully, I'm going to try if it's not too complicated. But, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Saltpeter mining is what does take the longest, but you'll also need just a little bit of GP to go to that farming vendor and buy a few compost packs. I think they're like 2k GP each, and a few of those get the job done. Easy peasy. And one cool thing about turning in these fertilizers is you can literally not even bring any of them with you. Talk to the clerk, and she just yoinks them all out of your bank like magic. Don't know what kind of magic. Would very much like to learn that spell. But for now, we hit 45%, and it's time to move on. So just a little bit about the mess hall. It's right near the Hosidious kitchens, just to the west of it. You can cook a variety of different things. It is set up buffet style, cute. Meat pies you cook at level 25. Soups are 35, I believe, and the pizzas are 55. Honestly, the soups were just the easiest thing for me to make, so that's pretty much all I did. I tried the pies, stuck with the stew. Running straight from the mess hall kitchen area south to the woodcutting guild. Watch out for those skeletons and wolves, by the way, if you're also a skiller like me. And pulled out all my GP. That's a nice little cash stack, but time to make it disappear. We need some planks, specifically some oak planks, because pretty soon Lore is going to have their full set of graceful, and they're going to start construction, and I kind of want to have that stuff lined up for them so they're not just, waiting. Plus, I don't think they have the woodcutting level, so it would just be easier that way. They're going to level woodcutting eventually, probably, but that is not a priority now. As I said, I very quickly ran out of money, so I grabbed some cakes that I thieved earlier and made my way to the Arty Knights, specifically World 302, with the entity hider turned on because nobody wants to see that huge crowd of people. But I did not get too far into procuring more cash because one of my teammates needed a bow. So I decided I'm going to go help him make it. I was like, I got you, fam. And then I realized that I didn't have the crafting level to fletch bowstrings, so we had to get a third teammate to go get the bowstring to make it for me, and then I could make the bow. But not only did I give them a bow, I gave them a whole ass fucking care package, man. Treat my teammates right. So we met Bob and Lumby for the bow. Group storage is still down. I managed to pick up a bunch of crossbows from Land's End. I gave him a bunch of strange fruit, 50k GP for whatever he might need, candles because some quests take a light source, and I also gave him all of the herbs so he could start herb lore if he chose to. I think that's pretty good. I'd be happy with that. Pretty sure he was happy with that. Actually, come to think about it, it might have been just a little bit too much. I'm not sure. Either way, all of those things are things that are useful to him and that he could need. So, I'm probably not going to use them. Why not give them to somebody who can? But in true cute teammate fashion, though, he wouldn't just let me give it to him for free out of the kindness of my heart. He had to put in a GP too, so you know what? 1 GP for all that. Worst trade deal ever for me, but that's probably the best deal he's had in a long time. Oh my goodness. I am having so much fun. I can't say it enough. Just this group mechanic of, you're an Ironman, but you have a group. I love it. They should have honestly implemented this a lot sooner, but yeah, I know Jagex has spaghetti code. The issues with the group storage say enough as it is. Trust me. Still broken, by the way. And the end of the day is coming up now. Total level 414. And I'm pretty tired. Doing a final bank check here for the night, even though I've given away a good bit of seeds and some herbs and some other stuff like that. Bank value is still up there. Honestly, going to Todd was such a good move because it gave me so many different things just to keep tucked away in my bank, because there's only 80 slots in the group storage and I could easily fill that right now. But we're ending off pretty good. Got a variety of jewelry, got some clay, plenty of logs. In the process, Laura said they need 600 oak logs for construction, so we'll need some more money for that. Been cooking on the side a little bit. Got some ore, which is going to be helpful. Arcane has been smithing / crafting with that. And if you guys were unaware, Arcane just happens to be the HD Vile guy on Twitter. So shout out to his family. He's been doing a little bit of Tempoross, which I'm not too sure if he's gotten any uniques from that yet, but Cube's also been doing Tempoross, and he did get a unique, so good on you, mate. I hope you get the other one so you can combine the two, because that will be pretty fucking awesome. And yeah, good night. Logging into day 7 now, and holy freaking crap, it's a Christmas miracle. Group storage is fixed. So I'm gonna do what anybody else would do and put all this stuff I've been saving in it, which would happen to include some oak planks for Laura's construction, some saltpeter so Cube can increase his Hosidius favor, and a few little odds and ends that I just figured somebody else could use. It has been a hot minute though since I was able to look into the group storage. Got a ton of gems, ton of ore, ton of fishies. Somebody made a ton of bowstrings, hell yeah. When I was at the farming vendor, I did grab some farming equipment in case people wanted to farm but didn't want to run to the vendor. We have our Tome of Fire in there, pages, soaked pages, arcane and skill / cube. Have both been doing Tempoross, which is awesome. We've got a little bit of a cash stack, but we've also got food for fucking days. Probably our biggest bottleneck right now would be GP and cosmics. We need cosmic runes to get some of this jewelry enchanted to be able to get a few teleports. But other than that, we're in really good shape. Just wanted to say though, winding down towards the end of the video, if you're still watching, which I hope you are, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you liked the video, consider subscribing, because even once the hype is done, I still plan on playing my group Ironman. But here we are in East Ardoyne with some soft clay that we mined, and I've been neglecting my crafting. I'm not gonna lie. I got caught very unaware by not having level 10 crafting for bowstrings, so let's put some levels in and make some pie dishes because, like I said, I want to make a ton of pies. And I'm not going to expect everybody to bring back their empty dish because what the hell? I mean, you can if you want to, but I plan on eating a lot of pie dishes. I will say though, the next order of business ought to be agility because I was caught very unawares by not being able to use this log shortcut. It's okay though, we're still gonna get the pie dishes made. The run isn't that long, it would have just been, nice. But yeah, I'm gonna break these pie dishes in and bake Laura some apple pies because when we were talking in Discord one day, they just happened to mention that they enjoy a good IRL apple pie. So I figured, what a better way than to reward them with in-game apple pies. 7 heal per bite, and you get 2 bites out of it. So why not? Level some cooking too. Burned quite a few though. Shh, don't tell Lore. But I don't want you to think that I'm giving Lore some kind of special treatment or that Lore's my favorite or anything like that. Have no fear. I'm about to create mad pizzas. Did you say you wanted a pizza party? Because we're going to have us a pizza party. Don't know how long the pizzas are going to last, but yeah, there's going to be a ton. You can bet on that. Back in Artie now, I just stole a few inventories of cakes, and boy have I been busy. I made a couple hundred pizzas, and I've got enough flour, tomato, and cheese to make a couple hundred more. Super exciting. Going to definitely make some anchovy pizzas and probably save the rest to turn into pineapples. I'm a little far away from that cooking level right now, but it's not that hard of a grind. I have 99 cooking on my main. I can definitely do it on here. But, I can whip those pizzas together any old time, and we're always going to need GP, so it's back to the Artie nights for me to thieve as much as I can until I get bored again, which, I usually get a level or 2 before that happens. And then after that, I decided I was going to go fishing. One handy plugin is the custom left click drop. You can type in the name of any item in the game, like I did for raw trout. You space out each item with a comma to separate them, but yeah. Enter in the item, and I flick it off and turn it right back on, and that pretty much resets it, and I can drop all the trout and keep all the salmon for cooking. And yeah, very, very helpful, and I use it a lot more than just for fishing. And we are doing the final bank check now for 1 week of Group Ironman. All of my teammates have been helpful, lovely people, and I'm super excited to see what we can accomplish together. I want to thank you guys again so much for tuning in and watching. And if you're not in Group Ironman yet, maybe this got you interested in hunting around for some people to do it with. I'm going to kind of just let things roll now and throw up some screenshots of the 1 week progress of my teammates because I know you guys are curious, but at the same time, I'm not trying to be too up their ass about it, if you know what I mean. So I figure like 1 weekly progress report type deal, that's pretty good, right? On that note, you guys, I'm born to grind and born to Group Ironman. See you on the next one.